स्टार्ट करिए मो शुणा उचित माने क्लियर अच्छे सब तो अच्छा पीपीटी टा कौन नेक्स्ट स्लाइड हाँ नेक्स्ट स्लाइड तो ठीक है ठीक ओके
Good afternoon, everybody. Today in this session, I am going to introduce Sri Subrat Kumar Prushti. Presently, Subrat Kumar Prushti is serving as Deputy Director General in Department of Telecom, Assam, on regular session administrative grade at level 14. He is a 1996 batch ITS officer. He is a 7th rank holder in Odisha State in 1986 matriculation examination. He hold BE degree from VASSUT Burla and MTech ME degree from NIT Rourkela. He has held different posts in different domains like technology, IT and technology development, skill development and entrepreneurship, mobile and general administration. He has undergone training and various technology subjects along with subjects like leadership and effective communication, competitive strategy, digital learning, e-governance, etc. As Director, Rural Development, he has widely visited the rural and remote areas in Odisha to put the USOF tower to give telecommunication facilities in unconnected areas. As Director of Technology, he was instrumental in conducting digital innovations meetings among the academia and startup and other stakeholders, due to which 4 startups from Odisha has got DCIS grant. He has started Digital Communication Innovation Award from DOT Odisha side. He was a keynote speaker in many seminars and conferences. Before this, he was Director, Skill Development in Entrepreneurship in DOT headquarters, New Delhi. He uh, uh, advocated his high-tech skill development in India language and pushed for engineering education in India language in different committees. He has started Din Dayal Upadhyaya Telecom Skill Excellence Award. Prior to this, he was a director International Cooperation in DOT headquarters, New Delhi. He has led the Indian delegation to ITU Telecom World Budapest in the year 2015. He was also government nominee director in the board IIMA IDEA Telecom Center of Excellence. He was instrumental in supporting to make the India Standard Development Organization Telecom Standards Development Society of India. As director in Telecom Center of Excellence, he has conducted TCOE innovation meets and also started the concept of digital communication innovation square. Before his this assignment, he was joint advisor information technology and technology development in Telecom Regulatory Authority of India and was one of the team member in the National Broadband Plan formulation. He was instrumental in successful roll out of first mobile service of BSNL in East Zone as the in charge of Kolkata Nodal Center in the year 2001. He was a validation team member of mobile system. He has served as DGM in both East Zone headquarters, Kolkata, and also in Bhubaneswar. In addition to this, involvement in various telecom development work as DGM in BSNL, he has taken initiative in ICT for benefits of common man. And in 2009 and 2010, he was acknowledged by IT. He had conducted TEDx seminar in Bhubaneswar in the year 2010. He has conceptualized SOIL standard operating system for Indian. He worked as the mentor to electronics, guiding and motivating them to develop digital tool bag called Siddhi using soil and Sanskrit code. Sanskrit code has the potential to unify and all Indian languages with one for all Indian languages. The open code for Indian language. He has also essentially uh, total development of total area as an enhancement of MDG and SDG goals. He is the 5G education of India, a suggestive model. And he also published many papers on various topics like talk on TODOLA in different seminars, talk on Article 5G education for new knowledge and landscape, and 5G education in suggestive model, 5G state of art education, etc. Now in this session, he is going to give a talk on visit of total development for next generation wireless communication. Thank you. I request you, sir, please, you can start this session.
Good afternoon, all my dear friends. Thank you for my biodata. And my topic today is actually slightly, it will be more interactive. Means it is not like I will speak and you will listen. Because what we want to give a concept. That concept, everybody is saying sustainable development. I say we have to think big and our development should be total development. So I will actually focus on total development, how we are going in that direction and how we can achieve this total development in different sectors, in different fields. So let me first tell you the evolution of telecom system from telegraph, telephone, then 1G to 6G. So this actually gives a clear picture of what has happened in telecommunication sector. In 1839, the first commercial telegraph was invented by Morse. Then 1844, the first long distance Morse code message has been sent. Then telephone invented by Alexander Graham Bell in 1876. And you also see parallelly, the Indian Telegraph Act was passed in 1885. In 1895, the wireless radio communication was started. The first radio news broadcast was done in 1920. An Indian Wireless Telegraph Act 1933 has been passed. And then we have a first mobile phone call in 1973. So it started the mobile that is called wireless communication services. So from 1973 to till today, it has developed in different phases. So we call first generation, second generation, third generation. And in parallel, we have internet. In 1989, the World Wide Web, the 1991 first website, the 92 first SMS, then 95 commercial internet has been launched, then Wi-Fi standard, then 3G mobile, in 2010 4G, and 2020 5G, and now we are going in the direction of 6G. You see, what are the things, what are the vision that is going from one to another to another, 1G to 2G or to 3G. So in short, I have given that we should now make the vision of total development. Total development of each local area should be our vision for 5G and 6G and next generation. So how we can achieve this? So this is a clear picture of 1G was analog voice 1980, 2G we have digital voice 1990, 3G wireless internet 2000, 4G mobile broadband 2010. In 4G India was a follower. In 5G EMBB, URLLC, MMTC. So from broadband we have gone to two more things, that is ultra reliable low latency communication, massive machine type communication in addition to the broadband. In 2020, India is catching up 5G. So India was a follower in 4G. India is catching up in 5G. And our Honorable Prime Minister has given us target that we should lead in 6G. And all of you, all the faculty members, all the academia, industry, research scholars have a very big role to play in this driving 6G development and how we can be a leader in 6G. So I request all of you to not only listen, but also think how we can be the leader in this direction. So in 6G, in addition to this 5G, EMBB, URLLC, MMTC, three more things was there. What are the three more things? One is artificial intelligence, where academia has a very big role to play. Then Internet of Things and sensors. So 6G means AI, sensing, and machine-to-machine communication. So these three are going to be the most important part, because the artificial intelligence will make everything more intelligent. So how the next generation network, what are our vision for the next generation network? You see, earlier it was cloud-centric AI. Now we are going native AI. Native AI means inbuilt. From your device, there will be intelligence. In the mobile, there will be intelligence. In the network, there will be intelligence. In the cloud also, there will be intelligence. So that is called native artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence at each step. Then, otherwise, earlier what was happening? Our objective was to collect lot of information, whether you need it or not. So why all this information are needed? So from information centric, our network will be task centric. What do you want to achieve with this information? That will be given by artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence will tell you, okay, this is your local area and these are the things we need to make it totally developed. Now you see, we have a lot of information. Information is like an ocean. But we as individual may be reading some 100 news or 100 information in a day. But with artificial intelligence, we'll be able to analyze a million news or million information. So it becomes information centric to task centric. Earlier we are saying, okay, we will make a device and we will make it secure. Now in AI and with the modern communication, everybody will be intelligent. Everybody will be equally powerful. So we have to have a multitask, so user-centric. Then earlier what was it? We give an internet to everybody. Internet was used by everybody. Now, from the generic use to user-centric customized services. Oh, he's a doctor, so he needs ultra reliable low latency. Oh, he is a education person, he needs augmented reality, virtual reality. So, according to user, he will be given with a network. It is not like everybody will use just broadband. No, somebody will use EMBB, somebody will use URLLC, somebody will in agriculture they will put lot of sensors. So this will be user-centric customized service. And another thing, you see, operator-centric view. Earlier, what is the okay? This is a network. This is your mobile. This is your software. This is your hardware. From operator-centric view to prosumer-centric view. This is what they are calling prosumer. What is prosumer? Prosumer is a professional consumer. A consumer who becomes involved with designing, customizing, or developing products for their own needs. You see, suppose you are an intelligent person. So you make your own AI device. You make your own AI algorithm, and you make your own things in both hardware and software, so which can be linked with the network. So that will be much more powerful. So now I will go one by one towards total development. Let's say 5G. What is 5G? 5G, I have already told, it has three components: enhanced mobile broadband, massive machine type communication, ultra reliable low latency communication. So you see, if we compare different countries have adopted 5G in different way. And depending on their adoption, the country has get the benefit. For example, let's say I am just giving you some of the things. Smart city. Smart city will have a lot of sensors. So massive machine type communication. Self-driving car, ultra reliable low latency is required. And you want to have a robotic surgery, then ultra reliable low latency is there. Industry automation, augmented reality, virtual. So different components are placed at different triangle. So these are some of the ideal conditions: the peak data rate, then user experience data rate, spectrum efficiency, mobility handover speed, connections per kilometer. You see, mobility handover speed 500 kilometers per hour. So in 5G, in Europe, this was a requirement, not in India, because no vehicle travels in 500 kilometers per hour. But they have made, these are the specifications they have done for 5G. Area traffic capacity, network energy efficiency, latency in the user plane. Latency has come to 1 millisecond. So what I want to tell is that these are the parameters. Depending on the parameters, we have to use these services. So why I say total development? I say no, agriculture will be developed, industry will be developed, education will be developed, health will be developed, finance will be developed. You think of finance. Everybody is now using a UPI. Everybody is using PhonePe, Google Pay, and Paytm. So this was not there earlier. Now the mobile banking has also developed. Similarly, environment. You see, now environment is monitored through drones. Lot of technical things has already developed the environment. Similarly, entertainment, agriculture, mining. So I say, instead of saying so many sectors one by one, we can say a total development. So total development is a sum total of all the developments that may happen in different sectors. And for that, the academia has to play a very important role. Because what is happening, because the knowledge is so diverse, you just pass an IIT entrance examination does not mean anything. And you say, okay, these are the questions I have answered in the exam, that's okay. No, that is not our objective. Our objective is to develop the system in India and develop the ecosystem in India and develop the use cases in India so that we can use all this technology for total development of our own local areas. So I am just giving some example. Let's say 5G use cases for agriculture. remote irrigation. Remote irrigation means what? For example, you have a very good land in your village, but you are sitting in Bhubaneswar or Patna or in Delhi. So with 5G, you can do the remote irrigation. You can do the soil health measurement. You can do smart warehousing, aerial spraying of fertilizers to drone. So all these things, actually in 4G, we have only broadband. But in 5G, since we have machine-machine type communication, so we can put a lot of sensors, we can control the robots, we can control the tractor, we can control the irrigation, everything. So you can consider it as a remote control of your agriculture field that is located in the village. So this is similarly, the most important thing is mining. In mining, actually, China has done a very great work using 5G. So inside mines, no more human beings are going, robots are going. And who is picking up the coals, etc.? Autonomous vehicle. So, and who is actually mapping the entire system? It is done through drone. So, in all these things, like surveillance, then autonomous vehicle, then use of artificial intelligence, use of augmented reality and virtual reality, different sensors to measure temperature, pressure, liquid flow, stress, gas, vibration. So what I am to say is that, you see, India has a lot of mines. Have we used the mines, 5G in mines? I think no. Up till today, and we are trying, but till today, not a major breakthrough. In this, actually, the academia can take up some of the use cases and prepare the project involving the students also. Because why I am saying, you see, students, faculty should also think about total development. It is not that a part by part development, not incremental development, total development from end to end, so that we can implement in the, for example, this is a company called Niral OS. It's a startup company who has developed this use cases in mining sector. So the Niral OS, I am just giving example because it's an Indian company, and this Indian company has developed these use cases in mining sector. Similarly, power sector, you see, power sector, in generation, transmission, distribution, everywhere, we can have 5G robot inspection, 5G belt monitoring, because generation is actually industry and distribution is like a retail. So in all these aspects, we can use 5G for efficient and safe power transmission. Similarly, now let us, there are other sectors also. I don't want to go to other sectors now. So what are the expectations of 6G? Because we want to be a leader in 6G, so we should know what are the 6G. So as I have already told, you see, in 5G and 6G, you see, everywhere you will see it's a artificial intelligent and intelligent. Software interface in 5G, in 6G is intelligent air interface. Then 5G, you can have add-on AI optimization, but in 6G, you have built-in AI. Similarly, add-on power saving, built-in power saving. In 5G, we have only communication. In 6G, we have communication and sensing. Similarly, passive beam management, now it is controlled. Then cellular and satellite was earlier in 5G only. Now it is terrestrial plus non-terrestrial, means we want to include the satellite as a part of 6G. Then multi-carrier operation, the flexible spectrum use. So there are a lot of these new things. So this is another way of saying how the 6G will look like. 6G will be like what we are thinking. It will be like a human brain. That is why we are giving a brain picture here. And just like a human brain, suppose we have an entire body. If someone picks a nail in some of my body, the brain will know and the hand will go and hit it. That is what our Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister has told Sudarshan Chakra. You see, the entire telecommunication system is going to be like a nervous system of the human body. and our brain will be like the data center. So entire body will, all the intelligence of all the places, all the local areas, all the people itself, all the intelligence will come to the brain, and the brain can react and take actions depending on the nervous response. So we can native AI support, native AI, native data protection, native trustworthiness, native diversified ecosystem. All these users will be empowered as data owners with control and operation rights, customized, verifiable, measurable trustworthiness, connected people and things. Earlier we are connecting people, we are connecting things. Now our objective is to connect the intelligence. What is the intelligence? The intelligence actually will drive total development. So focus is to totally develop each local area with a native diversified ecosystem with trust, protection and support. Why I am always saying each local area? Earlier, when the first industrial revolution has started, we have developed only the cities. We have neglected the villages. But now Department of Telecom, along with the Unified USO Fund, that is now called Digital Bharat Nidhi, we are going to each and every village. We want that each and every village, however remote it is, it may not have road, it may not have any other facilities, but it should have at least the telecom facilities. So that is the objective. The objective is, now I am just giving a broader picture of that was the 3 EMBB. Then in EMBB, we are now adding sensing and artificial intelligence, AI enhanced network automation, data management, distributed learning, sensing, high accuracy localization, tracking, simultaneous imaging, mapping, localization, augmented human senses. You see, we are now thinking localization. Our local area should be totally developed. That is our objective. How to develop that? How will we develop that? So let's say each of the faculty members can take a local area as their subject. And now they can prepare the plan for total development of each local area. Department of Telecom and all other telecom service providers are also can cooperate in this direction. So, and total development. I was taking about total development. So what is this total development? Why I say total development? You see, we are undeveloped today. We are developing. It does not mean that we will always be developing and always undeveloped or something. No. You see, this is an example. In 1900, where is the car? All are horses. There was no car. Only in 13 years, you will find where is the horse? All are cars. So what it means is that, the revolution happens through technology. And this is step by step. So if we have the necessary technology and if we have the necessary willpower, then we can possibly do the total development. And that is why I just want to give this picture. The total development is actually two parts. What is the two parts? One is geographical total development that I call Samagrik Vikas. Then another development, because suppose there is a mines, we know there is a mines in Odisha, there is a mines here and there, but we send it to China and Taiwan. We don't bother. What we want is we purchase with 1 million times in the price, we purchase the things that they made. So this is Samagrik Vikas and Sarvangeen Vikas. Samagrik Vikas means TODOLA, total development of each local area. A local area, you see, everybody is saying, no, we are rural, we are urban. Where is rural, where is urban? Suppose there is a city, 30-kilometer radius, we have a rural area. So all these people can travel either by scooter or by taxi or by car or by local train to the city. So don't consider city and villages separately. Let us consider a local area as a cluster. A local area may be a city or a town at the center surrounded by villages. Now the question is whether we have known our local area in depth. Who knows it? Is it district collector? It is the responsibility of district collector who comes first and stays for 2 years in the district, is it his responsibility? No. It is the responsibility of each educational institution. It is the responsibility of each individual to know the local resources in depth and preparing the local talent for total development resources for development in that sector, in each sector. I am saying, why each sector? For example, somebody is staying nearer to the sea. Does he know how to make a ship? No, may not be. Suppose somebody is staying near Keonjhar, where there are a lot of mines. Does he know what are the minerals available in the mines? No. Suppose somebody is staying near Gopalpur and sea coast. There are a lot of rare earths in the sand. Has anybody knowledge about those things? No. We say, oh, Statue of Liberty, the height of Statue of Liberty is this. We write in the exam and get marks and become selected in different examinations. What is the use? If we don't know our local area, if we don't know how the local area can be developed, how it can be developed, then what is the use of it? And similarly, this next part is total development of the products. Electronics teacher will say, no, I will start here from this digital signal processing Proteus Alkeas. I will end in this book. This book, this book, this book, this book, that's all. I will not say anything else. My job is over. I have read 10 books, then I have taught 10 books, my job is over. No, because we have to concentrate on the product. How can I make a mobile from the raw materials? Raw materials to finished product. So an electronics engineer should know how to make a mobile starting from the raw materials to the mobile. So, and also hardware and software. What do? We take hardware from China, software from America or Europe, and we say we are a great digital country. No, we have to think of both hardware and software so that it can be done here. We say, oh, IIT is there, Indian Institute of Technology is there, but we should have Indian indigenous technology, or I say Institute of Indian Technology, IIT or Institute of Indian Technology, so that we should be a leader in 60. To be a leader in 60, we need to be a leader in Indian technology. Suppose we do everything from purchase everything from Taiwan, Japan, China, America, and assemble it here. We cannot be a leader. And another is the Indian advanced technology promotion. Whether we have advanced technology, if we have advanced technology, how advanced it is? We say higher education. How high is the education? Where it has the ground, or it is only in the castle in the air? And the most important is that after so many years of independence, we are not capable to do high-tech things or software development in Indian languages. So all these things we should think. This is the example of, this is to say all these things are available in India. In mineral forms it is there. And all these things are actually used in mobile, in different electronics manufacturing. So with a value addition, we can make ₹1 to ₹1 lakh. So this education should be there so that they can make the value addition from ₹1 to ₹1 lakh in India, not in America. So this is some of the things I have just given example. What is the smartphone? Silicon, gold, indium, lithium and cobalt, rare earth element, aluminum, copper, plastics. So all these are components. And computer, these are the components. Silicon for chips, gold for electrical wiring, indium for touchscreens, lithium and cobalt for batteries. But what do? 90% of our things are imported. We have all the raw materials, but still we import all the things. So, you see, this is an example of collaboration. We say computation. Our son will get IIT, will go to this Allen, these coaching centers. They will teach so many things. They will put all the brains. You have to do this 3-4 mathematics formulas. But still, we are developing. Why? Because they think that after passing the IIT, they got the heaven. No, that is the starting point. That is the starting point. So computation is not that important. Important is collaboration. Why collaboration is important? Because the one man cannot do anything. He can be a marketing person for a multinational company, But if you want to be a startup, if you want to be a company, make a company, he has to collaborate. He has to collaborate with metallurgy. He has to collaborate with physics. He has to collaborate with electronics, semiconductor, hardware, software, programming, intelligence, artificial, everything. He individually, he is not sufficient to do any total development work. So he is just a part of that. Just example, I am giving a mobile. In mobile, so many companies, so many people have contributed. Internet, then there are different institutes. Indian, American Navy, American Defense, CERN. In India, we want that. What is happening? Our students are going to America and doing all those things. In India, we are still developing, still developing. What our Honorable Prime Minister has told in this, we have to make a jet engine. In the telecom also, the situation is similar. So I say, so we should have a sub TODOLA center where we will do the total development. The school will say, no, my job is I am going to primary school. Itna padha diya khatam. My job is over. Secondary school, my job is over. Engineering college, my job is over. Then who will do the total development? There should be some TODOLA center, at least in each local area, where the total development concept has to be kept in the mind that the teacher, the engineer, the doctor, everybody with 5G and 6G should come together so that each local area will be totally developed. I'm just giving an example. What has happened in 1784? Industry 1.0 was started, the first mechanical loom. 1870, Industry 2.0. 1969, first programmable logic controller. And today, Industry 4.0 and 5.0. But since India has not got to catch the train when Industry 1.0 and 2.0 is there. You see, what has happened in 1765? The British comes to India. Diwani rights of Bengal, Bihar and Orissa were granted to the British East India Company by Shah Alam II. In 1870, the second industrial revolution has started in the world. But what has happened in India? In 1878, Vernacular Press Act was passed by British, suppressing all Indian languages, discriminate against the non-English language Indian press. But in 1947, we got the independence. And after independence, we have developed. It is not that we have not developed. We have developed. In 1947, we have got the independence and we have conducted the first nuclear test in 1974. Why I am saying nuclear test? Because that is a justification that if you have a power, you will remain independent. If you have no power, you will be again gulam. You will be again slave. So, nuclear test is a show of strength of our academicians, of our scientists, of our educationists, of our engineers. And we become an IT superpower. You name any IT work in America, most probably it will be done in India, in Bangalore, in Hyderabad, in the back office of India. So, today India is the world's third largest economy by purchasing power parity. But again, you will say, we have 140 crore people, they have so many small number of people. If you multiply and divide, we could have become the number one. So for that, you have to start now. All the engineering colleges has to now think about total development of their local area and also total development in Indian languages. That is why this concept of soil has come. Even device is already ready. In a company called Sankhya Technologies in Visakhapatnam, who has made a device involving the soil, that is called Upamedha. So just like Medha, Medha means intelligence. So Upamedha, one device has already been done. But Sanskrit operating system for Indian languages. Why I am saying Sanskrit? Because you see, you don't speak in Java, you don't speak in C, C++, you speak in English. Similarly, we don't speak in Hindi, we speak in Odia. Our Sanskrit is like a programming language. But we have not thought in that direction. Maybe the academician and industry then come together to start this. So next I will say why say SCCI Upamedha, our own soil for Indian languages to build the digital skyscrapers. So this is an example of development of advanced technology ecosystem. This is a vision with 5G and 6G with Industry 4.0. Can you make Sanskrit operating system for Indian languages a reality? With a vision of traditional blacksmith making robots. You see, we have seen the visible infrastructure, visible heritage sites, which has been broken. We see the visible heritage sites. Now they are being rebuilt. So we have to rebuild the invisible heritage also. Our new education policy emphasizes Indian knowledge system. The soil Sanskrit operating system for Indian languages will be the base of Indian knowledge system, connecting each component of Indian language and Indian language ecosystem. Why I am saying the academician has to take the lead role, because they think English means technology, Indian languages means only literature. No, we have to think what Japan people are thinking, what Japan people are doing. You see, Japan, German, Korea, China, all are leader in electronics. They are not English people. They are the leader in electronics. So if they could be the leader in electronics, why we will lag behind? So today's topic, I have started with 5G, 6G. Now I am giving you a challenge. What is the challenge? One challenge is Sarvangin Vikas, another challenge is Samagrik Vikas. For Sarvangin Vikas, we need our Indian languages to be developed. So all people who know another Indian language, I request them to translate and maybe make YouTube videos. I have already done some videos like that, and make language. You make language friendly so that the 130 crore people can develop with 5G. 130 crore people can make devices, make electronics, make all these things. So that will be the objective of total development. So with this, I thank you. This is my Twitter ID, Subrat365. I have some 10,000 tweets. And this is my mail ID, subratk.pusti@nic.in. So if any question or any query or anything is there, I am free to answer. Thank you. Thank you all. I have not seen the chat. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Are you
Thank you,
listening?
sir.
Yeah. Okay. So can I get some input on my subject on total development? How the different engineering colleges are involved in total development, from raw materials to finished product, or local area, total development of their own village. Because I have done a survey. In the last, I have done a survey that all the people, those who are staying in Bhubaneswar, actually I have a conference where the engineering students are there. I told, what is your village name? Whether your village is totally developed. What are the things that you need to make your village totally developed? And can you migrate to your village once again and see that your village is prosperous? So I got a reply, sir, when it will be done? I say, why in India it was there? That is the reason India was called so developed in the past. We have big temples in big cities, but we have small temples in each and every village. You see,
Yes, please.
the temple,
Okay.
the temple architecture is just like a tower. I don't know what
Important.
with Sanskrit. Yeah, you want to tell something, please? Please interrupt me. Yeah. Any questions? I am free to answer.
Hello,
Yeah.
offline participant. If anybody has any query, please ask.
Sir, I have a very good presentation, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sir, yeah, in your you working for DOT, no? Department of Telecom.
Telecom. Yeah.
In your you this all in BSNL, MTNL, they put this not now Tejas network that TCS based 5G and all is there, but you had system from Nokia, vendors from Nokia, Huawei, then Chinese, all multinational, no, not
Exactly. Exactly.
indigenous developer.
Yeah.
Now,
You see what has happened. I'm just giving you because I know this question comes to mind of every citizen. Why telecom has not been developed in India? What has happened to CDOT, which was made by Rajiv Gandhi, Sam Pitroda? Why they could not catch up with Nokia, Ericsson? Why? You see, if you make a mango tree, you have to plant a seed and see that the mango tree grows organically to become a mango tree. So if you go to a shop and purchase mango, okay, today you will purchase. Tomorrow the market you may not purchase because, but if you have a mango tree, then so it has to be organically. Organically, development has to happen in different sectors, not only in telecom. You say any sector, it has to be organically developed. If it is not organically developed and we make a tender and purchase, and after the tender we forget, we get transferred, our district collectors get transferred, our secretaries get transferred, and somebody in charge of history student is posted as a secretary electronics and telecommunication. And how can you have organical growth? So for organical growth, you need persons. You see, you take up an example of why. Why has become so great? Because they respect technology, and it has been organically, it has grown. It has organically grown, competing with American companies, European companies, and now they are the leader. Now they are the leader in 5G and going in the direction of 6G. But in India, what has happened? Our department of telecom has been considered a department of tender. Why? Because what we do, anything is required, you put a tender, select a L1 and deploy. And the L1 may be any company throughout the world. We have not thought that total development is our responsibility. Total development means, you see, you have lithium, but we purchase lithium battery from China. We have rare earths, but if you see a mobile, what do we do? Most of the things we assemble in the country. And who is assembling them? Again, a company of brand name, foreign company, they will just make some Indian people as a worker and assemble. So neither education, nor administration, nor engineering institution, nor the departments have not thought of total development. They say total development. What is total development? If we are purchasing something, that's okay. We get the taxpayers' money and purchase it. So somehow we have to think about total development. So, for example, the electronic students is reading about mobile communication or antenna communication. What do we teach? We just teach them how antenna is made, how this equation works, how that equation works. And you give an examination and they pass it and they go. Where they will work? They will work for Nokia or Ericsson. Can they make a company? Can they make a startup, telecom startup? Can they make a company which can make a mobile phone? Possibly no, because we have not thought of planting the mango tree. So somebody say, okay, the Tejas is not, Tejas ecosystem is not good, or the quality of is not good. The quality is not built in a day. There are a lot of experiments that has happened in the different companies. And after that, the quality has become built. The engineering colleges, they make a lot of projects. Why they will make project for American universities? Can they not make a project which will think of total development? So why I'm saying all these things is that there should be a complete awareness in educational awareness, you see, new education policy is saying so many things. They say Indian language engineering hona chahiye. Nobody supports it because they say, oh, things are going like that. IIT JEE is our objective. IIT JEE is our objective. IIT JEE is our objective. And after IIT, we'll go to America. We'll settle there. And we'll have a very good life. If that is the objective, then the education is a flop. Why we should think our students should go to America and be a worker there? Why not indigenous ecosystem can be developed? Why they will work for Nokia? So, you see, I am very sorry because I am in DOT, I am Department Telecom. I know the BSNL situation. BSNL has purchased all equipments from all vendors in the past with L1. Suppose Huawei becomes L1, purchase from Huawei. ZT becomes L1, purchase from ZT. Nokia becomes L1, purchase from Nokia. CDOT, purchase from CDOT. So it is like a museum. And who is developing, who is thinking the development, total development? They say, we have no time. Neither secretary has time, neither any university has time. Everybody say, this is what we have to do, and this we have done, our job is done, we get the salary, that's all. Why we will bother about total development? If we are getting salary in the month end, that's okay. Then we don't bother. But now the things are changed. After Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi has come, there was a discussion. Atmanirbhar Bharat. Why we should be Atmanirbhar Bharat? Then when Atmanirbhar Bharat has come, how much Atmanirbhar is our laboratories? You go to an engineering college laboratory and say, how many are in Indian made? How many are Indian companies, laboratory instruments? So the entire ecosystem needs to be aware, that awareness, that is why I am saying, you see, if you don't have your own things, how can you make it secure? You say, oh, Chinese are insecure, our American companies are secure. Now there is a 50% tariff. So entire ecosystem becomes so, because you are the academicians, you train students, you have a very bigger responsibility. If we know the awareness about what to do in the next 5 years, because they will, for example, if engineering students is entering in first year today, so after 4 years, he will be facing 6G, he will be facing AI, he will be facing this. But what he will be reading? He will be reading, like in our days, we are reading this filament anode cathode tubes. Now semiconductor has gone to 6 nanometer. There is artificial intelligence everywhere. And we say, okay, our objective is this difficult, this mathematics question in IIT JEE is our objective of +2 students. Let the world destroy. I will prepare for this IIT joint entrance examination. Pass. What is that joint entrance examination? Joint entrance examination collects some information, put it in English, and ask the students to give it. Whether it touches about the total development of a mobile phone, can they do something? No. Do they know what is the local resources available in their local area? No. What they know? If they know some formulas, put the things and okay, he got a good mark, he got to IIT, in the IIT, then is America or to. So, you see, if we have to think about total development, we have to think the engineering colleges, okay, this department should think how to develop product number 1, product number 2, product number 3. For product number 1, he has to depend on this department, this department, this department. Let all the departments sit together. Let the metallurgy department, let the physics department, let the chemistry department, let the electronics department, let us all sit together. They will say, where is the fund? We have a lot of laboratories. We have CSIR laboratories, DRDO laboratories. But what has happened? One laboratory is in here, another component is in 500 kilometers away or 1000 kilometers away. this laboratory should be in the next door. He should work from one laboratory to other laboratory so that he can make a totally developed product. Otherwise, what is happening? This laboratory is purchasing from Europe, that laboratory is purchasing from Japan, that laboratory is purchasing from China. Everybody is happy. No laboratory. So, if we have to think total development, this total development concept, because what is happening? I will teach you what is demodulation, what is that so many PSK, GPSK, PPSK. So that is a very small micro thoughts. These are micro thoughts. The faculty development means development, total development, not these micro thoughts here and there. You make some small this, small that. It's not. Now we have to think in totality. Total, because if we are not thinking today in 2025, how can we be a developed country in 2047? As our Honorable Prime Minister is telling. So, somewhere we have to make an awareness. That awareness has to come. How can I make a mobile in India? Not assembling. Starting from lithium, starting from iridium, starting from rare earth. How can I make a mobile in India? What are the knowledge required to make a mobile in India? That end to end, what is the cost required? Whether our bank can support, or bank will give small amount to small people. Even our telecom technology development fund is there. I told the TTDF, you are giving funds to small things. Now make a big picture and let the 10,000 engineering colleges of India do one part of that total picture, the total development picture. So that if we connect the total picture, we'll get a product. And I am not saying you just copy product from other countries. Let it be our own product. Why will copy from other countries? You learn from other countries, but let it be our own product. I think it is already 4 o'clock. So thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So if you have my mobile number, I can also give you. If you have any questions or anything, you can just send me through WhatsApp also, email also. Then we can, because now my objective is each local area should have a TODOLA center. And we should develop.
I have one question. No, only 1 minute.
Please.
This,
please.
telling about IIT, IAC and all. They are developing now 5G use case labs. They have a group, THDSI. They have made a group all.
I am the person who has met THDSI.
THDSI.
When I was in DOT headquarters. Yeah. Telecom Standard Development Society of India.
And
so the telecom standards.
5G IE, and they made 5G IE and all in Hyderabad.
Correct. Exactly. So now things are improving. But the way it should happen, because the challenge is very big challenge. So maybe that's why it is not only IIT will do everything. All the engineering colleges should come. All the engineering faculties.
They have given 100 5G labs, no? 100 5G labs. No?
Correct. Yes. Yeah. So the lab is to create 5G use cases, so that the 5G use cases they can develop and put it use in different companies or different sectors. What we are doing in smart city also, we have done same thing. We have done a lot of smart city, all the projects has gone to MNCs. We are still using Microsoft only for Windows and Words. We don't have our own operating system. We are mostly dependent on American software, even for many things, and the Chinese hardware for many things. So it is not a one-man's job. It has to be a massive collaboration activity, not a one-to-one collaboration. Also, it needs a massive collaboration, and we have to think, because within 4 years, suppose one engineering student is entering with AI and so many technological development, after 4 years, things will be drastically different. So if we are not preparing now, we'll just be a follower. We cannot be a leader. But to be a leader, somebody has to think big, and that big has to come from our own soil. So that is why I'm saying soil. Sanskrit operating system for Indian languages. We have used English too often. Now we have to also think about our own Indian languages. And our own Indian languages are far better. Though we are speaking in English, but they are far better. I can speak in Sanskrit. Maybe if we develop Sanskrit operating system for Indian languages, and we can develop a mobile with Sanskrit operating system for Indian languages. Because if there is economic activity in your own language, that language. If there is no economic activity, only literature, then where they will get the job? So maybe because what is happening now, the time is passing by, and nobody has time because the election people are not fighting for election. They don't have time. The collectors and senior IS officers, they don't have time because they are transferred very often. They stay in a department for 2 years. They don't know what is there, then they get transferred. So only the academicians, only the engineers, even in our DOT and BSNL, we also get transferred in 3 years. So whatever we learn in 3 years, then we go to a next assignment. So government has told you transform India, National Institute of Transforming India. Planning Commission name has been changed to National Institute of Transforming India, not for transferring India. But somehow the entire thing has been abbreviated as NITI, N-I-T-I. The transformation was hidden. And still today we have a designation called Block Development Officer. What to block? How to block development? I have written a book on 100 ways to block development. And those 100 ways are still in place in India. So we need a total development officer who has to think total development of each local area and total development for each product starting from the raw materials. Because whichever semiconductor companies, whichever companies who are coming from outside, they will just they will get their profit. And maybe someday they will go away. So it is someday we have to say, oh, we are an independent country. So we should have a total development officer instead of a block development officer. I say block. What is block? Block can be a verb, can be a noun. If we say to block development, that means to stop development. This is a very, very critical word. So we should actually change this block development officer designation to total development officer designation. And now it should think transformation is more important than transferring. And our joint entrance examination is not that important if we think total development. It is much more important is that how many collaboration, how many products, how many companies like Huawei we can make in India. Because if we are not thinking in that direction, maybe in 2047 we will again be a follower, not a leader. Thank you all. I think I am getting emotional. So maybe I have given some abbreviations, some critical comments, and I have another. I will give you another for this because you are all faculty members. You can tell your students. I have a new concept called ice, water, and steam. 100 years back, we are living in villages like ice, a joint family. Father, mother, brother, sister, father's brother, father's sister. Everybody staying together in a village, around 100 people living in a big house like a company. So the great grandfather, he became the company CEO, and he was actually a visionary who guides all the students. So the industrialization started, and these people become a nuclear family. Father, mother, their child roaming around here and there after transfer from colony to colony. So our cities become full of colonies. Their original house in the ancestral village gets locked, but they stay in the colonies and colonies, and they become what? Water. Then again industrial heat has come. Husband is somewhere, wife is somewhere. They become steam. So with this broadband, with this connectivity, with this communication, we want that steam should again be water should be condensed to ice, so that each joint family can be like a company, not a employee, but a employer. You see, some of the industries like Ambani family has done a great work, because what they have done a massive industry. Similarly, we know Adani. Some of the industrial families are now competing with the PSUs, because what is happening in PSU, the people who are shifted, they transfer, they think a lot of politics. So the visionary person has to be an industrialist. The visionary like Adani, like Ambani, who has done big things. Similarly, we need in each local area, maybe in each sector. So because I think you are all faculties, you teach students, so you are you like to speak instead of listen. So maybe you can tell your students whether their ice, water, steam, whether their local area has been totally developed or not, whether they know the subject we are teaching is relevant after 4 years or not, and what they need to get the job in the next 4 years, how they will be competing with the world, where the world leaders are thinking about nanometer and artificial intelligence. Within with bullock cart, cannot think of competing with jet engine. So maybe many things has to be thought of, and I'm very why I'm saying this, that you see, I fight for many things in Indian language, and in TRI, I say somehow we have to start. In 2016, I have made the soil presentation in TIFAC. In the TIFAC, I have a story. What has happened? DOT, as a representative of DOT, I have come to give the presentation. And somebody from MIT has also come for the presentation. There are Google, Microsoft, and all MNCs who are there. So purposefully, they have not given me time slot in the first time. They give me time slot at 5:30. They were thinking I could go. I will not give a talk. But I have given a talk on soil, Sanskrit operating system for Indian language. So in that talk, there are a lot of startup and companies. One company was from Visakhapatnam, that is Dream Chip Electronics. His name is Gopi Bulusu. I will also request the faculty members to invite him to give a talk to faculties, because he has actually developed, so the concept is mine. He has developed the device based on this concept, Sanskrit operating system for Indian languages. The advantage, it will unite all Indian languages. It will make one code for all Indian languages. So maybe every engineering college should take up, suppose one college is in Trivandrum, he should take up also Malayalam, IT in Malayalam, in Odisha, in Odia, in different parts of the engineering colleges, they should think how to develop the entire ecosystem in that language. So maybe, thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
your valuable contribution. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Thank you for your
Yes,
valuable
I'm audible.
contribution about the total development and for your talk now.
So, thank you very much.
We got the idea about the next generation, that is 6G. That is very helpful for us, and everybody will get an idea about this. So very much thank you to you to spare your valuable time with us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So, can I leave now?
Okay, sir. We can stop.
Thank you.